In your news, it's a race against time for rescue workers desperate to pull people out of the rubble in Italy. A powerful 2.6 earthquake overnight rocked much of the region, killing more than 70 people. The shaking could be felt as far away as Rome, a popular summer travel destination for hundreds of thousands of people. Seth Doan shows us what it's like at the epicenter right now.
Rescue crews carried a young girl to safety after she was pulled from the rubble in Amatrice. The earthquake jolted many awake, flattened homes, and trapped people in collapsed structures. It struck just after 3:30 this morning. One town clock stopped, marking the time. Dazed residents woke to find parts of these rural communities leveled. In some cases, walls were cracked open or destroyed. This woman says a wall fell next to her, but luckily didn't hit her. This is a remote, mountainous region. This is an area where Italians in particular will come on vacation. One of the main issues at this point is just getting the heavy equipment in to sift through some of this rubble, and of course the ambulances in to try to get those who were wounded out. In the village of Ilica, just about 8 miles from Amatrice, frustrated survivors waited for rescue crews to dig out loved ones buried under the rubble. This man says no one has gone there yet. They sealed off the area and kicked us out. At the Vatican, Pope Francis skipped his traditional catechism lesson and prayed for the victims of the earthquake instead. Seth Doan, CBS News, Amatrice, Italy.
Survivors in the quake zone are all too familiar with this type of disaster. A deadly earthquake struck back in 2009, killing more than 300 people. And on a much happier note, one of the biggest legends in country music, both literally and figuratively, is adding his name to a great part of town. Charlie Daniels and his wife Hazel are being honored by having their names on one of MTSU's buildings. The Daniels have donated more than $100,000 to the school's Military and Veterans Center through their nonprofit, The Journey Home. He says growing up in a military town during World War II gives him a special passion and pride for our armed forces. The MTSU building on campus will now be known as the Charlie and Hazel Daniels Military and Veterans Center. Much deserved, and congrats to them.